Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle. Welcome to the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Thanks for hanging out tonight. We got Samantha, Effie, Becca, Boo. We got Rogue Remedies, Mina, Dee. What's up? Elisa and Sarah. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And Karima and Sarah with a double shot. Bartman, thanks for your donations. I appreciate you. All right, let's get started with a little bit of the S's current feelings for me. Anne is back, and we missed you. How you doing? So great to see you. Thank you for your donations as well. All right, now let's start off. We do a little bit of Thoth. I don't know if you want Thoth or not. I guess we'll start with Poe. We got a couple of Poes. Might as well get the Poe out and make use of it over there. We got Elisa on the PayPal side. Elisa, thank you very much for your donation. Let me look, make sure we got a question on there on the PayPal side. We do. We do. So Elise, you will be after Anne. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to start out with a little bit of the Edgar Allan per se and see where that goes. Thanks for your other donation. Karima, appreciate that. We got a jumper. Let's see what the jumper has to say. All right. Where are we going to go here? S's current feelings for me. Let's get a baseline read over here with a little bit of the Poe and see where that is going to take us. Welcome, Tarot Magician. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Let's see. You're the one that can't find the remote. Those remotes, man. We need to put some tracking devices on those things. Reiki, what's going on? Be random with me. Mina's Bookshelf. Thank you for your donation. All right. S's current feelings for me. Queen of Swords into the Magician, trying to get more of a handle on the feelings, trying to get more of a handle on the relationship. I think that the connection is sort of a little too much, maybe. It has a lot of moving parts. They want to get a handle on what's going on. They want to get a handle on their feelings. What are they doing? How are they doing it? What kind of things are going to be in motion here? I definitely think they're just trying to get a handle right now on the feelings, get some level of control. The Queen of Swords with the Magician just says that control has been back and forth here. This is something we got to figure out. Basically, what are my feelings? How am I going to process it? Where are things going to go here? And the Magician just kind of says, I should have the ability to get a handle on this, get focus on this, and definitely get some processing going on that as well. The Moon is a great card, especially next to the Five of Pentacles. It really feels like that the feelings are on a more emotional basis right now. Instead of too much examination happening, it is sort of happening because we have a lot of emotions tied in there. We have a lot of feelings sort of tied in there, and we kind of got to, again, get a handle or get some control over where we are going. I really think that their mind is all over the place right now. They have too many things going on, they have little to no control over their thoughts, and overall, they're just sort of struggling to handle that. We have the Five of Pentacles here, but it has sort of this underlying message of my thoughts are taking over. I'm sort of grabbing things, trying to move things, but my thoughts are kind of guiding me, and, level of control is not capable right now, or it's not something that we can get done at the moment. So there we go. All right, we got Karima and Samantha. Samantha, thank you for the double shot as well. Karima, thank you for the triple shot going in there. All right, what is the latest, most prominent thoughts that we have going on? Let's see what is happening there. A little bit of a Justice card. Get a couple of majors tonight. Nothing insane. We got a couple of majors coming through here. The latest, most prominent thoughts. Queen of Wands, we have discussed this, being you. We have discussed this sort of in that mode. One of the major, most prominent thoughts is, if we move in together, how do the children handle it? How are the children able to handle this? What do the children think about it? Will the children be on board with it, right? We're taking this adventure. We're going up in the balloon. We're getting the adventure. We're going through. We're making things happen. But the Justice card, we have other opinions. We have other feels. We have other things happening, and it's not just us kind of in there. So the Five of Swords, is this going to be a fragmented family? Are we going to be able to come together and make that work, or is this going to be something where, you know, we're really not going to have everybody on board? I think that's the latest, most prominent thoughts. If we go together, if we run away, if we make it happen, are we going to be able to integrate the families and make this an overall win with the children involved with there? So there we go, a little bit of a mixture as it goes through there. And while we have the Poe out, we got Sarah is next. Let's give it a little bit of a shuffle and make it happen for part 2 over here with the Poe reads. Anything going on behind my back? The Poe's a good record for that. The Poe is a good record keeper for that. We're going to see with that. It comes with a strap so you can find it better. You know you need to do with these remotes is like at the gas station when they give you the key to the bathroom, they put it on like this massive stick. You know what I'm saying? The stick is like 8 feet long, and at the end of it, like a key attached to it. That's what you need to do with your remote. Just have it like that. You'll never lose it again, at least. But, you know, there's that. Anyway, anything going on behind my back that I'm not aware of at work? The world. I think you have a restructuring coming up. A restructuring, sort of everybody moving around a little bit. This person going over here, that person going over there. And I think that's going to happen at the beginning of the year. Then beginning of the year. I think that's going to be an indeed sort of a thing going through here. Four of Pentacles says they don't have as much money as they perceive they do, as you think they do. I think we are running a little low on money. We do have a little bit of a tight budget, and there are things that we kind of have to sort of deal with and get going here in that respect. But overall, restructuring in January, we don't have the money that we kind of needed. So that's just the way it goes. The Chariot says, be prepared to move. You do have somebody moving, somebody making some motions, maybe going elsewhere, but also be prepared to maybe be physically moving as well, as far as that goes. Overall, the Page of Pentacles, not a lot of people know a lot of things. Now, this is interesting. It's almost like you have a need-to-know basis set up over there, where only these people know this info, only those people know this other info, and you have this mixture of back and forth there that you're going to have to deal with long-term here. Kind of a little bit on the confusing side, but there we go. You know, a little bit of that, and that concludes the Poe, unless somebody else actually wants that. Anyway, let's skip around a little bit over here and do what we always do. Karima, thank you for the donation. We got MR and Ms. Bay. Thank you for your donations as well. We'll focus on studies and career after the heartbreak. Oh my, oh my. Heartbreak abound with this. We're going to go with the This Might Hurt a Tarot, because heartbreak always hurts. It's always a painful. Let's see where that takes us, though, with that. Somebody needs to invent a TV remote app. Well, I mean, there's one built into the iPhone. There is one built into the iPhone, so that's what I use when I lose my remote, but it's just handy to have a remote. By the way, the Apple remote for the Apple TV is made of glass, so if you buy that, you need to buy the protection, the little rubber protection thing on it, because it will shatter. Get out. My stupid cat decides to use my paintings as a scratching post. I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah, so if you do get the Apple remote for the Apple TV device, it's made of glass. And you drop it on anything, carpet, you drop it on the bed sheet, whatever it is, it will shatter into 10,000 pieces. All right, MR and Lani, thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see where that is going to be. Oh, why she uses my paintings as a damn scratching post. I have no idea. I have no idea. And then she gets paint on her and then tracks it through the whole house, through the entire house. You got paint everywhere. Wait a minute, I got to look. Paint everywhere. I don't know why. Why? I think my cat is just mentally deranged. Mentally deranged. Did you drop yours? Yes, I did drop mine. And so I had to get another one and buy the little protector thingy. All right. Will M focus on studies career after the heartbreak? The answer is yes. You do have the answer here, and it is a positive yes. We have decisions to make over here. Focus on the heartbreak, be devastated forever. Is this going to be something that we want to do? Not really. It's time to get back to work. 8 of Pentacles. Let's get back to work. Let's focus on what is important and make it. And make the grade. I think that's going to be an absolute win over here. 4 of Wands, hey, the happy home, happy family needs to be reunited, needs to be re-engaged. We need to figure out how to do something with it. And, it's kind of time to do that. So, yeah, just dust off, pick yourself back up, use a painting as a scratching post, and, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. All right, well, let's return to Sarah and figure out. Oh, by the way, that is a thumbs up. We'll go ahead and get a thumbs up on that one. Let's return to Sarah and get a little bit of a Druidcraft action as it goes through here and see where that is going to take us indeed. All right, general, what kind of things can we expect? What kind of things can we do over there and make that happen? Make it happen with a little druids and a little craftsies. And the combination gives us the Druidcraft Tarot. All right. General, it is all about focusing on emotional resonance here, focusing on emotional stability. We do have times are changing, things are changing, modifications need to be made. That just sort of happens, right? But we have to pick up where we left off, and we have to go through and sort of put ourselves in the limelight once more and focus on what is important. And the important thing here is emotional resonance, being steady emotionally, finding happiness within our emotions, and getting on the train to success, getting on the train to be who we need to be. I think that we have gotten derailed a little bit here with a lot of distractions. It's time to pick up and get back on the train to success, right? Because a lot of times I think that we get emotionally tied to something, it doesn't work out. And that is just kind of, one of those things, but we have to be able to pick up and go where we left off. Now, this is kind of interesting as well. Emotionally, you're all over the place. Get fixed. Fix that. Fix that indeed. Don't get into sort of where you're married to something. It disappoints, and then you're not ready to go back, and you're not ready to sort of pursue the things that you need to pursue. Definitely have goals. If we get a little bombarded on those, if we get pushed back on those a little too much, that's not going to be a big deal. We just have to sort of just get going again. Basically pick up and move into the direction you need to be. Have your goals set up. Don't let small things distract you, push you off of your goals. Get back on the train and get running, get rolling as far as that goes. So there we go. A little bit of encouraging words, I guess, from the tarot there, with a lot of leadership on the line as it goes. All right, the project is a 90% done. What can we do here to make it happen over there? Almost done with the project. What I need to know about the reactions now that this is the case. All right. Use a little bit of a feminist tarot over here and see what kind of reactions that we can pull through, that we can get going there and make that happen. The Fool and the Ten of Cups. This is something where you got to close out emotionally from it. You got to close out emotionally from it. I do think the Five of Pentacles says you do have some detractors, some people that want it done a little bit differently, that want the ending, that want the conclusion, that want the whole thing to be a little bit different than what you had anticipated, than what you had expected. The Four of Cups says don't let the detractors, push you aside. Don't don't let them get in your way over here with this. This is something about the reactions of, you have bad reactions, and then you have golden reactions. And the golden reactions are coming from people that are more influential, that have a little bit better situation, and that are going to be a little bit better off for you and a little bit in a superior mode of getting this done. The Five of Pentacles does say that you have a little bit of issues with funding, getting the next project started, getting the next thing going and hopping along. You do have some issues with sort of the money that needs to be put forth, maybe in this one, maybe in the next one. We do have a little bit of a Five of Pentacles of a poor thing coming through here, but the Four of Cups says you do have some detractors with that. Detractors aren't the important people. They aren't the people that are going to be judging, the people that are going to be important here. So don't let them get in your way. Overall, you have a great reaction. I think you have an abundance of great reactions in there. And the Ten of Cups talks about happy home, happy family, an abundance of good emotions, an abundance of good feels here. And the Fool says the journey was worth it. We almost ran off the cliff a little bit, but we had the level of support here and we had what we needed. And I think the reactions are going to be on target, especially on the social medias. I think we have a lot of good things happening there. All right, let me go close the door so the cat doesn't come back in. No, we should be good. Should be good. I think the cat went away. All right, well, let's do Samantha is next. Record me. People be recording me. Are they recording me on purpose? Let's look at the Little Hermit's Tarot and see what that is. What are the origins of tarot? Yeah, Google can get you a better, more robust response, but basically it was a game, and then it went from there. All right. Did Matthew record me on purpose? The answer is yes. The answer is a yes. You did get recorded on purpose over here. Five of Swords. They're looking at the lookout. They're watching the fight. They're watching this. They have been looking. They have been examining it. And the Nine of Coins. Again, observation, examination. They have been examining this. They have been recording this, and they have been making that happen. Overall, the Hierophant, they wanted this for later. They wanted to keep it for later, either to come back and be a problem or whatever else. But just be aware that they're going to use that a little bit later. All right? So overall, that is a yes. That is a yes indeed. You got recorded on purpose. Sarah and Samantha's, thank you for your other donations. I appreciate you. All right, now let's go with the other. Samantha Rose, thank you for your donation as well. Does Matthew feel bad with what happened in April? I don't know. Do we feel bad or do we don't feel bad, or where are we going with that? Milky, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, but yeah, here we go. A Ten of Cups, right? Not really. Ten of Wands, it did do. Yeah. Overall, no. I think they did for a little bit, but then they didn't really, sort of stay in that mode or stay with it. You have a Ten of Wands, like it burdened them. They were a little bit upset. They were a little bit worked through here. They weren't exactly 100% happy, 100% content with what happened over there. But the Ten of Cups just says, hey, they emotionally, got wind with it. They emotionally figured it out. And overall, the Knight of Coins are proud of what they did. And it didn't weigh on them for much longer. So that would be a little bit of a thumbs down. For a little bit, they kind of questioned why they did this or what's up or why things sort of happened. But, overall, it just didn't. It didn't weigh on them as much as you would think that it did. Anyway, over the next 5 years, will I be teaching full time? Let's see. All right, that's it. All right, over the next 5 years, will I be teaching full time? Seven of Wands and Knight of Swords and the Chariot. Not really. I do think you could have some opportunities to teach. You could have some decent, some decent openings to get that done. By the way, we're going to go ahead and do a donation cutoff. All right. But you'll be teaching for a short time. This is not something long-term. This is not something permanent. A little bit of a 7 of Wands. It's just not for you. It's just not something that you're going to be dedicated to 100% of the time. You got to do it. This is something you have to get done. Knight of Swords talks about a temporary adjustment, a quick adjustment, rapid movement. I'm here, but I'm not just going to be dedicated overall. In the Chariot, you want to keep moving. You want to keep your options open, and you want to kind of get some other stuff done instead of that. So, I'm just going to go with a no. Going to go with a little bit of a no. Let's get Karima, phase 2 over here. What's the reason we have a little bit of that? Let's get over here with some happiness or some enjoyment, and see where it goes with here. All right, Elisa. Sorry about that. Elisa, you are next. Elisa, you are next. But for now, let's do Karima phase 2 with some Victorian and romantic and tarot. All right. Keeps thinking from inside that I got other options or talking to other people. A little bit of the jealousy thing. Oh, the devil. The devil indeed is here. It's just a level of insecurity we have, right? The biggest problem they have is they don't got a ring on it. They don't got a level of commitment. They don't have an open level of commitment here, and they want to. They need that. They need that level of security. They need that level of the kind of security going through here. The 6 of Cups says, hey, we're sort of casual, not, super serious. We don't have a Lover's card. We don't have a 10 of Cups. We don't have a 10 of Pentacles card over here. We need something more robust, something more real, something I can hang on to. If I don't have that, the doubts start rolling in. The devil card. I just have a lot of doubts. I have a lot of, sort of issues. I have a lot of insecurities around this. And the 7 of Swords says they're afraid of you leaving. And that's one of the fears that they've had. One of the fears that we've talked about before. A little bit of that 7 of Swords. I'm just concerned that you're going to leave. You're going to exit. And it's just a little bit of an insecurity kind of that's built in, that's kind of baked in here. So, that's way. All right, what other actions will he be taking in the near future? Let's see what kind of actions we got going through there. What kind of actions are going on? Oh, Hanged Man and an Ace of Wands. The 3 of Wands is interesting indeed. I think they're going to start apartment shopping with you. There you go. There's your action. We're looking at a 3 of Wands. We need to look at some things together. Hey, it could be in Dubai. Not gonna lie. Dubai, that is double the rent of everywhere else. But yeah, the 3 of Wands. It just says, hey, let's look at other options together. It's almost like they want to go shopping together. They want to go apartment shopping, home shopping. They want to sort of browse things online, see what kind of things you're looking at, see what kind of ideas that they have, because I think they realize the Hanged Man says that we have different expectations. We have different ideas about what we want to do in that realm, what we want to do with a new home, happy family as well. An Ace of Wands says you can expect that. Again, we have this big rollover after January, especially after February. We start sort of rolling into a different feel, a different look, a different kind of thing going through here as well. So there we go. It's one of the actions that they want to take. Is Fernando serious about me or just wants to be friends? Oh my. Let's see about that indeed. All right. Let's see. We got, was he surprised or happy that I messaged him initiating contact? All right. Let's do a little bit of a tasty tarot. Take a bite out of the Fernando question and see if that is going to be all right. All right, let's look at this first thing over there. Let's see. Wants to be friends. Let's see. We got Elisa, Fernando. All right, Fernando. Serious about me or want to be friends? They just want to be friends. And this isn't somebody who just doesn't want to get serious right now. You got a little bit of a boiled hot dog over here, a little bit of the Three of Swords. They're not really opening up all the way. They do want to make you happy. They do have this level of, I want to please you. I want to get up front. I want to, sort of see where we can go kind of thing. But the Knight of Pentacles just says they're building more expectation than they are actually building a happy home, happy family over here. So it just looks like, friends, a little bit more casual than you might had expect. But I mean, hey, we'll see. All right, was he surprised or happy that I messaged him, initiated some contact? Well, let's see. If we're just going to be friends, are we happy that we initiated contact? Absolutely. That Strength card. It talks about that level of connection, the level of, happiness together. The Strength card, sort of sitting down, being together, cooking some s'mores over the campfire. This is something where we can both get into it, be happy about it, and be content together. Especially with the Page of Pentacles. We're building something together here, and overall, they appreciate that you went that extra mile there. The Knight of Wands says, hey, I wasn't kind of expecting it, so I was a little bit on the surprised realm, but the Page of Pentacles is nice. We're starting to build this collection of apples. We're starting to build things together, and we like that. We like that quite a bit. So there we go. They appreciated all of that good stuff with that. Elisa, thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's go to Black Swan is next over here. Skipping around a little bit, way it goes. We'll do the Bohemian, the Gothic. It's called the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Black Swan, how are things between R and J? Any changes coming their way? All right, we'll do a little bit of another Baba Studio instead. Victorian and romantic. The Victorian with the romantic combined. Oh, let's make it happen. A couple of cuts, a couple of shuffles, and get it done tonight. I do love me some Victorian romantic tarot. I have to say, I have to admit, this is one of the best ones. All right, so let's see where this is going to go. How are things between R and J? Any changes coming their way? That does rhyme, by the way. So there we go. Elaine, welcome. Appreciate hanging out tonight. What's going on? It is a fine Tuesday. Tomorrow is Hump Day. Hopefully everybody has some humping going on tomorrow. Today is Taco Tuesday, I guess. I did not have any tacos today. Maybe I have some tacos tomorrow. That sounds actually pretty decent. Any changes coming their way? How are things going? King of Wands with a Page of Swords and a Magician. It really feels like the connection is kind of crumbling a little bit. It's not 100% here. The connection is crumbling a little bit. It's not something that we have been able to hang on to like we used to. It's almost like the talk between them is, what happened to the old days? What happened when we did this and we did that? What happened when this was more fun or this was more engaging, right? That King of Wands over here, it feels like we had more control. We had more exhilaration. We had a little bit better of a situation going through, but the Page of Swords just says things have crumbled down. Things aren't the way that they used to be. I'm not saying we're not together, but things are not as thick. Things are not as just as substantial as they used to be. We just don't have that level of seriousness anymore. The Magician says we can recover it, maybe. I mean, there is a possibility of recovering this, getting this going, getting things a little bit more in the contentment stage. But overall, it feels like things are just not the way they used to be. And that is really bothering us. And that is going to be kind of that topic of, what can we do about it? Because I really don't think anybody's done anything about it. And that's sort of the main issue, the main deal breaker that we kind of have within that. Let's do a little bit of a Weird World tarot from Ms. Bay over here. Looking for a full-time job, need a place where I can just sit, make it happen, and get me some income over here. Let's see how that is going. I do not own the Tarot of Prague. I do not own the Tarot of Prague. I wasn't around for that one. I was not around for that one. All right, career next 7 days. Hangman, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I think a hard-time job is going to be very difficult in your area or in your career mode or what you're looking at, how you're looking at it, how you're pursuing it, how you're pushing forward here. I think getting a part-time job is much more realistic. I think getting a contract job is going to be much more realistic. I do think that you're on a little bit of a difficult time. It's almost like the hanged man. The jobs that you would like are either not available or you're not able to sort of get in there and make it happen. The Page of Wands feels like you could be less experienced than some of your competition as well, and that's going to be kind of a difficult thing to go with. Overall, Queen of Pentacles, next 7 days, don't expect just a whole lot. If you're really looking for something more permanent, I would definitely look for part-time right now and then go to full-time later. Maybe convert from a contractor to maybe a full-time kind of thing going through here. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles says just make the money and just kind of worry about more of the full-time robustness a little bit later with that. Aries Sun, thank you for your donation. Aries Sun, we do have a donation cutoff. I will read yours on Thursday, though. Aries Sun, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Let's go with Karima, phase 3 over here. Not quite sure what to use. I guess we'll use the Thoth. We got a little bit of a Thoth option, a Thoth kind of thing. You had Tarot of Prague. It was available, and then it wasn't. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, too. Any Baba Studio decks are difficult to get, and they are in high demand indeed. But that's the way it goes. All right, what thoughts and feelings you have towards me that he can't share with me at the moment? That is interesting. I can't share it, but what thoughts or feelings do we have going through here? The devil is out tonight for you, Karima. Indeed, the devil is out there. We'll see where that goes. Oh, man, a little bit of the Quicksilver action kind of hanging there, kind of moving through, kind of sort of being there. Yeah, what thoughts and feelings having towards me that he can't share? That 9 of Cups. He knows you're not happy. He knows you're not happy. And it's not for one reason. He knows you're not happy for a variety of reasons. Maybe you have expressed some things. Maybe you had made some things visible, a little bit of this sun action. But he knows you're not happy. And he just can't really tell you that. Like, I know you're not happy. Because then that opens up Pandora's box where, well, now I have to change a lot of things. And I think that's the thing that he can't admit, right? We have a lack of happiness. We have a lack of sort of this fullness, this absolute dream condition. We're just not there. And he knows we're just not there. But if he says anything, if he admits it, if he announces these feelings and make this visible as a little bit of a devil action, because now he knows that now I have to do something about it, or at least I have to broach this discussion. If I can put this discussion off, if I can, act like everything's fine, things are just going to be better overall for everybody. I think that's how he is kind of conditioning or controlling the situation as we go through that. Is he really having more feelings for me than his current partner? Let's see what's going on with that. We'll go here with the Thoth. I mean, you're asking a tough question for the Thoth, but the Thoth is going to give you a brutal answer. So, hey, where do we have? Wow, we have a little bit of this barren land. So I do think that he has more feelings for you than his partner. Here we go. Now, so we're going to go with a thumbs up for this. Love balloons maybe at the end. I don't know. You have this barren wasteland that we need to deal with. And the barren wasteland is the current conditions that they're living within. The barren wasteland is just here. And this barren wasteland feels like a lot of the feelings, a lot of the passion, a lot of the conditions that we had, a lot of the things that we're excited about have literally just gone away at this point. And not really much we can do about it. So I need a better option. I need more choices. And this is very important, a choice card. Next to this, there are better choices. There are better things out there. There are better things there. And that is, of course, you. The upgrade, the next level, the sort of the leveling up in the video game is sort of that condition, and that is you. Because you bring in emotions they haven't felt in a while. You bring in good emotions, and the current conditions, a barren wasteland just doesn't deliver what they need at the moment. And what you are delivering is indeed what is bringing them up, what is getting them excited, and what they need to feel and what they need to do with that. Anyways, overall, that is a yes indeed. All right, got a little MR double shot tonight. Romeo and Juliet is going to handle this one. But yeah, D's feelings for me. Next actions as well. What kind of feelings do we got in the mix? What kind of feelings do we got in the mix over here? Queen of Cups, the Temperance card seems to be everywhere today, blending the two worlds, blending things. I think that's what they're trying to do, and that is what their goal is right now, right? You have a Page of Cups. I'm sort of checked out at the moment. I put things on automatic pilot. I told the Tesla where to drive to, and now I'm reading a book, and now I'm AFK. I think that's really where they're at, right? That's really where they're at here. The Page of Cups just says a level of just checked out, autopilot. Don't really have a lot of feelings as it goes with that. Emotionally wise, they realize that you're a little bit more stable than you were before, and they want to keep it that way. Whatever we can do to keep it that way, whatever we can do to put this on autopilot, that is their feelings, what they need right now. Because we're trying to blend these two worlds, between the hyper emotional, between the steady, between the predictable, and between the frail connection that we had before. We need to let time pass. We need to let things go in the direction that they're going to go on the autopilot zone. Where do we go? All right, let's see. D's next actions towards me. I wouldn't expect much. Based upon the autopilot. Feelings, we'll see what this says over here. Eight of Cups, and a Nine of Swords. They're really worried about this connection, and that is concerning. They're really worried about this connection. Where are we going from here? What is going to be our next steps right there? I don't think they have any determined action like a chess game. I'm figuring out my next move. Eight of Cups says, I'm going to vacate for a little bit. I'm not going to be too committed. I'm just going to sort of, leave. I'm just going to leave, and leave is going to be the thing that they're doing right now with that. King of Swords feels like that the more disconnect they have, the more that you miss them, the better off things could possibly be. So I would look to have them ghost you a little bit, not for a long time, but just for a little bit, and keep some separation, and let you start to miss them. I really think they're getting into this mode of, I need to play some mind games to keep this connected, to keep this going. Because I think that they've run out of options, quite frankly. I think that they know that their traditional way of doing it hasn't been very effective. How can they do it? What can they do? I think that that's going to be a story for another day. But hey, put it on autopilot, escape a little bit, see where this is going to go, right? Anyway, we got Lani is next with Gemini is draining me mentally. Draining me mentally. That is not good. That is not good at all. That's bad, actually. All right, let's look at, well, we got something good over here out of it. We got the Waterfall Tarot over here. What do you want? What do you really, really want? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Is that the New Saints Tarot? No, it is the Romeo and Juliet Tarot from the same dude that did the Titanic Tarot. All right. What does he want? What does he really, really want? The devil seems to be in every reading, no matter what damn deck I put. All right. Draining you mentally. The devil says it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. The Three of Cups just says that their emotions, that their reasoning, that their logic, that their goals, that their aspirations, that their hopes and dreams are all over the damn place. It's like they really don't have a destination in mind here. They really don't. And I think you're seeing that by virtue of everything all over the place. It's like, throwing a pizza at a wall and you just have pizza parts everywhere. And I think that is draining emotionally because you don't know where you're going. You have no, basic guidelines. You have no clear pathway. We have no star card to show us the pathway. It just feels like that we're all over the damn place. And the Knight of Wands says you do that enough. You put enough fiery aspect within that, and it becomes just painful. It becomes very confusing. Four of Wands is the difficult card here because you have put the fiery aspect. You have tried to build a happy home, happy family. You have tried to get a level of resonance here, to get a level of predictability here, and you just haven't succeeded, and that is the biggest problem. It's like they're not meeting you halfway. They're not allowing you to make this work, and they are getting it a little bit on the difficult side indeed. So there we go. A little bit of that. Now, can this get better? No. Well, they need to figure out what the hell they want. They need to figure out where they're going, what they want. They need to have a pathway, a very clear pathway to make this happen. Are they going to be able to do that? No. And, no. Can this get any better? That's kind of subjective there. Getting better, meaning I have a true pathway. Getting better, meaning I have more emotional resonance. I have more emotional satisfaction. I'm making you happy. It doesn't look like it. Five of Cups says you still end up disappointed no matter what you try, no matter how you try to get things running. The Temperance says you're trying to balance things out. You're trying to get these two worlds together. You're trying to sort of combine these things, and it is difficult, and there's only so much that you can do. You need them to be on board with the program, with the consolidation, and they just aren't. They're holding back a little too much. They're not allowing you in, and that is the frustrating part about it. The Hanged Man said we have different goals. We have different sort of look-sees about where we want to go here. And the Five of Cups just says I'm just kind of end up just being disappointed at the end of the day. And that's the frustrating part. That is the frustrating part about it. So, not really. I guess that is a no, and a no. All right. We got Karima on the next phase. Karima wants to push one to Thursday. We can do that. We'll do we'll push that fiver into Thursday. And right now, we'll do Karima phase 4 over here. What is he wishing for the most? And what hidden fears do we have indeed going through here? All right, let's use a little bit of one of Karima's favorites, which is the Modern Love Tarot. One of my favorites as well. Absolutely adore this deck. And it actually got me interested in oil pastels, to be honest. I got me some oil pastels because I really liked them. And I think the art with them is really cool. And I like how you can combine oil pastels with oil paint. So if I need to do this big background or something like that, I can just break out the oil paints. I don't gotta, sit around and waste half of my pastel collection. Anyway, what is he wishing for the most with me? Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family, and escaping with you. I mean, it's sort of very clear here, very clear indeed. We need to escape. We need to escape this damn neighborhood. We need to escape this damn city. We need to get the hell out of here. We need to get the hell out of here. Plan our escape. make our escape, make it happen over here. And the Page of Swords says this can't come soon enough because they're about on their wits' end over here. They want to get a happy home, happy family, an isolated happy home, happy family, maybe with some land, maybe, you know, a little bit more in the isolated realm. Because the Ten of Cups is about starting a new family, having some new children, and getting a little bit of an isolation. Right? The Ten of Cups doesn't have the big city feel of the Ten of Pentacles, etc. Same with the Four of Wands as well. The world, we need to get it far away. They've been looking at Dubai. That wasn't a place playtime. That wasn't a play story time. They were actually like, they've been online. They have been looking at Dubai. Let me tell you where they've been looking. They've looked at Romania. They've looked at Dubai. And they have looked in Austria. They've looked in these three places for movement. I'm not saying that they will go anywhere like that, but they have looked at those. They have browsed those around. All right, what's the biggest hidden fears about me? See where we're going with that. Hidden fears. King of Swords. Man, King of Swords with that Five of Swords. That the communication just breaks. The communication breaks down and you close up. You won't hear anything. You don't want anything. You start rejecting everything. You're not 100% with everything. The communication just breaks down. We start arguing. We can't get through it. You start demanding. We just have a little bit of just this sort of a miserable home. They don't want a miserable home. Want to come home, want to relax, want to have a good time, want to just sort of chill. I think that's what they want, and that's what they're concerned about. The Nine of Swords as well. Like, what do you really want? One of their biggest fears is that you want something you haven't communicated yet, or you need something that you haven't communicated yet. And that is scary because that means that you have something going on and it'll come out later and maybe at an inopportune time when they've done everything to get with you. We'll see about that. All right, we'll see. MR is over here. Does D think I'm talking to other guys? You are talking to other guys. You're talking to the fat man on YouTube reading tarot cards. Reading tarot cards. All right. Let's see. Talking to other guys. What's a talking to other guy? What's a talking to other guy deck? I don't know. Wonderworld Tarot? I guess Wonderworld Tarot? I mean, this is probably not the best deck, but I don't, you know, this is the only thing I can think of. I'm looking around. I'm like, there's got to be like a really good deck for talking to other guys, but I can't think of one. All right. Does D think I'm talking to other guys? He's being weird. He's being odd on me. Does he think we're doing some stuff? What is going on over there? Oh, my God. The Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. No, I don't think so. I think that they're just being weird because they're weird. You have the Five of Swords over here. Level of disconnect, level of insecurity, a level of not knowing what they're doing, a level of just overall incompetence over here. The Five of Swords, they feel defeated. They feel like you're going to defeat them. They feel like you're going to drop the ball here. You're going to be like, I've had it with you. And they're kind of concerned about that a little bit with that as well. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. You're a little bit too emotional. Where it goes. A little bit too emotional. And they're like, what, you know, how can I not trigger these emotions? How can I not activate bad emotions within that as well? Overall, the Chariot says they need to stay in motion. They need to stay mobile. And you're just kind of seeing a little bit of that. They feel uncomfortable if they're in one place at a long time. They feel uncomfortable if they don't have a lot of stimulation or a lot of things going at the same time with that. All right, let's go for Anne's got the double shot tonight. Let's take a look with one of my favorite tarot decks of all time, which is the Forest Creatures of version 2 with that. You know, tomorrow, I think I'm going to go onto my Etsy site. I'm going to post the Victorian romantic tarots. I'm going to post them on my Etsy site and see who wants it. If nobody wants it, I'll put it on eBay, I guess. I will. We got a runner. Over here. All right. We got some project questions as this. How would M react to the project that I made? Queen of Coins. They immediately know they worked your ass off on it. Queen of Coins is a great card because it says, hey, you've done a lot. It's very clear that you have done a lot on it. This has taken a lot of time, a lot of work. This has taken a lot of patience from your side, and you have absolutely nailed it. You have nailed it. Four of Wands with that Queen of Wands, man, this is your baby. This is your baby. That's the other immediate reaction they have to this. This is just this exemplary aspect. This is this amazing representation of what you think, how you think about it, what you do, how you do it. This is just you personified. That is your reaction. That is their reaction. The Queen of Wands. That is you. You did that work. You made it yours. Four of Wands. This is the best representation of you, and it was an absolute win. They really like it with that. All right, how would Jay, not the crush one, react to my project? Let's see if Jay has a little bit of a different reaction. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see where Jay is going to react to this. A little bit of the double kings. Double kings with a reverse knight. I think that they have a mixed bag of reaction. I'm going to say it now. They don't care. They just don't care. This is not something that they react to. This is not something they have some emotional, guttural reaction, guttural feel for. I'm just going to say like they don't give a shit. King of Cups, the level of emotional distance, not really tied to it, not really dedicated to it. The King of Wands, just sort of doing their own thing. And the Knight of Wands, right? The kind of the thing that we wanted to see move or happen or get some things going with that. It just feels like that they just don't care. And just not really related to it. Doesn't feel like something relatable to them, and it's something that they're not tied to. Emotionally, we have a little bit of whatever. Samantha is next. Let's get some decks that we haven't been using in a while. Man, the super duper Linares version 2 is here. Would I continue to work in the hospice in the next 5 years? Sitting there working in hospice 5 years from now, are we going to be there? Strength card, Queen of Wands says no. And the 3 says no. There's better opportunities. There's superior opportunities for you. And I really don't think that hospice is going to be your end game or your end goal. The 3 talks about new opportunities, new exciting things, new revelation, new movements, new things happening here. And the Strength card combined with the Queen of Wands, that entrepreneurial spirit in the Queen of Wands. I think that you find something that makes you a shitload of money and you embrace that, whether that be working for somebody else, working for yourself, starting your own company. I think that you embrace something that is bigger, that is better, and that's something that you can control. Because I really think that you get in a situation where you're just not content with working for other people. I'm sorry. I haven't said it before. I'm going to say it now. You aren't content to work for other people. You reach a stage to where you're like, I'm tired of it. I'd want to check out of this. I don't want to do this anymore. And you know that you can come up with something that is far better, that makes you more money, and that gets, the results that you need with less effort. All right, entertainment purposes only, but I'm just saying right now. Rose is next. Well, let's see what Rose has going on with that. Will you be using the black and white tarot? Because it looks good. I think I will right now. In fact, Tarot Jackpot, you have inspired me to go ahead and use one. I'm going to use one just for you, because it is a jackpot kind of feeling going through here. Mix it up a little bit, get a little bit going indeed. Will the rental property get me some decent money? Get me some decent money indeed. We need a jackpot here with the rental property is what we need. We need a jackpot with the rental property, right? We'll see if that's going to be available. Let's see what's going on there. We got a Page of Wands. We got a Nine of Swords. I don't know. I think you have deadbeats. If you could avoid the deadbeats, you'll be all right. But you do have a risk of finding a deadbeat, marrying a deadbeat, and getting stuck with a deadbeat that just doesn't pay you. The Seven of Wands. I need to get paid. And then somebody's like, I'm defensive against this. I don't want to pay. I don't want to have that going on here, right? Page of Wands, you try to get some action for them. You try to get them maybe kicked out. You try to get some things going. With the Nine of Swords says they turn out to be more of a concern, worry, nightmare than you're sort of embracing with that. Overall, it seems risque. It seems a little risque to go hog wild with that indeed. All right, we'll see. We got Sarah next. We'll finish off with Karima. I think we actually have time to do the other Karima, and we have time to get the Aries Sun as well. I think we have time to get everybody. How does my ex feel towards me? That doesn't look good at all. Milky Alien. This looks really bad. You have a Tower. I did try. I gave it a good try. They feel like that they did all the work here, that they tried as much as they could, that they desperately needed things going. They tried to build things up, but you cratered it. You crashed it. You took it into the gutter. You took it into the dead end. The Three of Swords, just nothing but pain, anguish, and frustration with that. So that doesn't look good. I mean, to say, Captain Obvious, how do they feel about me? You got kind of a rough read there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You got a little bit of a rough read there. Okay, just saying right now. Sarah is next. A follow-up question. There we go. All right. What do you mean by physically move? Changing jobs or relocating from where I live? Let's follow up with a little bit of some fun times over here with the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. All right. With a Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Hopefully we have some Bohemians and we have some Gothics in here because you didn't specify what you wanted. So we are going to, we're going to wing it. We're going to, as we say in Texas, we're going to wang it. I'm on YouTube and I watched Slap Fighting Championships. Now, First off, slap fighting championships took place in Arlington, Texas. I've never seen a slap fighting championship before, but my first impression was that this is the most redneck thing I've ever seen, and I've lived in Texas my whole life. This is the most redneck thing I've ever seen in my life. So you have two people separated by a barrel. My first question is, what the hell is in the barrel? And why do we are separated in the barrel? The second thing I noticed immediately is they're in this warehouse that looks really sketch. It looks like that they have like dog fighting and cockfighting on Tuesdays, and then on Friday they have the slap fight championship, right? And then the guy comes up to the slap fighting, and the announcer says he is fighting his trainer and his mentor. His trainer? His trainer? Do you need a trainer to slap fight? You're slapping the shit out of somebody in their face. You need a trainer for this? What is this, like judo? Do you get a black belt in slap fighting? Like, why the hell do you need a trainer to slap fight? I don't know. It was just, the whole thing was the most hillbilly thing I've ever seen in my life. But the way that it goes. So anyway, I don't know how to react to slap fighting. Do you have to get in the barrel if you lose? That was my thing. Anyway, so they slapped the hell out of each other for like 20 times. And then this guy's face, he looked like Two-Faced from Batman. Because on one side of his face, he was like bleeding and was solid red. And the other side was clean, because he kept just getting whacked over and over. So I don't know. The whole thing was frightening. And then his face looked like, ground beef after it was over. It was pretty rough. I don't know, man. This is not a sport I would ever participate in, but I'm still shocked that we need a trainer for slap fighting. I don't know. How did I get in on this? Anyway, all right. What do you mean by physically move? Changing jobs, relocating? Wheel of Fortune. I don't think you're going to be relocating. I think that you're going to be moving into some sort of a different position, maybe a different location, right? Like they move you to a different section, or they move you to a different building. We get moved, we get shuffled around with that. Different location. I'm just a tarot reader. I'm just saying a different location. The Wheel of Fortune says we stay in the same kind of thing, but we just get moved physically, maybe in a new building, maybe in a new floor. We just get moved with that. Three of Pentacles says there's offers for new jobs coming up, and you're eyeballing one of those offers. It's almost like that a new job opening comes up. You're like, that's interesting. I like that. Six of Cups says you have enough contacts. You have enough availability to where you can take that if you would like to. And the Seven of Pentacles says you have the experience and you have the wherewithal to be able to apply for that and get it. So, hey, if you want to upgrade, I think the upgrade is possible. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, Aries Sun is next with that. Did we get Karima final stage? No, we didn't. All right, let's do Karima final stage. Let's unblock the other Karima. Let's unblock Aries Sun, and we're doing Karima right now. Okay. For Karima, what haven't we used? We didn't use Poe. We haven't used this one. We haven't used Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. over there. We use the Mons Tarot and see with that. Fighting the urge to search for this. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. It's really weird. It's really weird. Watch the one from Arlington, Texas. I mean, because this is a very Texan thing. In retrospect, I'm from Texas. I've seen weirder things. We have like spitting and belching competitions. So I don't know. Anyway, all right. How did I get on this topic? Is in his mind, how's he planning the whole moving in together thing? The Three of Wands. He's planning. This is the second time in a similar question that we've gotten the same cards. The Three of Wands, we need to look together. That's how he's planning it. He's very concerned that if he just makes a decision, it's going to be the wrong decision. He wants to get you on the same page, get you as the emperor, get you available, get you running, get you moving here. Because you have the same damn cards as last time, which is fascinating to me. Let's look together because we have different ideas of where we want to go. He almost like that he knows intuitively that we have different ideas about where we want to go. We do. We have different ideas here. All right. That's basically it. That's how he's planning to do it. Let's look together. Let me get your opinions, and then let's talk about reality. And then let's talk about getting the big haul, getting the big move, getting things going with that. That is fascinating that you got the Hanged Man and the Three of Wands again on basically similar question. It's just fascinating to me how and this is a completely different deck. It's fascinating how things work out like that. All right, it is mine. What's the secret timeline for things to happen? What order are we going? What order? What's the timeline with that? 2 kings. When we have enough money, when we built things together, and we have a new happy home, happy family, and making it happen. Timeline. We have a couple of timelines. Let's look it up on the deck and wheel right now. We got a 7 of Pentacles over here, which is important because that talks about May. We have a 4 of Wands, which is leveling up into April. April and May. It's really too soon. I mean, karima, I'm going to go ahead and say it because that's what I see. Between April and May. Between April and May for a timeline. I mean, what order do we have? We need to save up the money. We need to put down deposits. And I think they really want to take this step by step in an orderly fashion, right? Here's my biggest prediction. You remember I said go on a trip together. You remember that. This ties into this. They want to go on a trip together to scope things out. Whether it be Romania, whether it be Dubai, whether it be whatever. They want to take a trip to scope things out. You don't move somewhere without scoping it out together, without being there together. So it looks like a business trip or it looks like a vacation. We need to scope things out, especially if you're talking about another country. All right. Entertainment purposes only, though. Never assume scoping things out based on a fat man reading cards on the internet. What does he think of me as a person? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go with one more Monsters, Inc. over here and making it happen and seeing where we go with that. All right. 7 of Cups, 3 of Swords. You're upset easily. You're emotionally distraught easily. Like I can say something and you just get emotionally upset, emotionally distraught with it. They think that you're a little bit too upsettable. You get upset kind of easy, right? 8 of Wands. I rush to be upset. I get upset easily. I get a little hurt a little easily. 2 of Cups. They think that you are a wonderful, beautiful companion. The 2 of Cups is all about that Cancer, right? It's all about landing the Venus in the Cancer sign. It's all about the family. You're very family oriented. You take care of what needs to be taken care of in a family situation, but you got to chill. You got to chill with that. You have a lot of ideas. You're the person to come to get some inspiration, to get some ideas, to get things rocking and rolling, to get things moving. So that's what they think of you as a person. And the final read of tonight, we'll get a little bit of a dark mansion tarot for Aries Sun. What can I expect to get in love for November? Let's make it happen. Get us some beautiful November action, some beautiful November time frames in here. 6 of Wands. You succeed. You knock it out. You get it done. November is a time to close out the big things that you've been working on. The 6 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. There's things that are outstanding. There's things that you want. There's things that have been pushed forward. There's ideas that you have. There's things that you have to conquer. And you're not going to be able to do it until you finish some shit out. Until you finish some things out. And the 6 of Wands says complete, finish, get it done. 10 of Swords, complete, finish, get it done. That's what you can expect in November. If you have things that are bothering you in love, if you have memories of upsets, if you have unrealistic expectations in love, you have to free yourself from those in order to make the new experiences, in order to get the new adventures, in order to get things doing and get things done. Because I think November has some some opportunities for you. And at a minimum, December 1st week has some things for you. But if you're hung up, if you're carrying around too many things, you're not going to be able to find real love. You're not going to be able to recognize things that you need to recognize, ideas, things that you need to be sort of pushing forward with that. Knight of Swords says things will happen quickly. The opportunities will come and opportunities will be out there. But if you're hung up on others' crap, if you're lost in a haze, if you're worried about things, concerned about things, if you're not ready for love in that, you're not going to be able to recognize opportunities that are going to be out there for you. And those are my readings. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you on Thursday.